This is the News You Can Use podcast, episode 13, with my boy D Class, man. D Class, say what's up to the people.
What's the deal? What's the deal, man? It's D class, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, my boy D Class, man. He's one of those producers y'all gotta tap in with. You know, one of those people who come with that new sound and ain't
Right.
been doing it forever, but just like got a new ear to the music. He's one of those producers. Really eclectic, real dope. Y'all gotta check him out. But D Class, tell the people, man, like your early days of getting involved in the music industry, or just music period, just listening to music, you know.
Yo, man. My dad was big on like Patti LaBelle, like all of that old school type of music, and you wake up every Sunday morning, that's what you hear. So, that kind of started the vibe a little bit, and then got to like middle school and started doing like the sound stuff like that, everything behind the scene. And then went kind of just wanted to start making beats really just to listen to something different. You know what I'm saying? Something that just wasn't on the radio every day. And then it just went from that to one of my neighbors saying, "Hey man, like I'll pay you for this beat." Like so I was like, all right, cool. Like maybe I got something. And it started from there.
That's dope. That's dope. That's dope. So if you can explain your sound of music to the people, what would you explain your sound to be?
I mean, it's kind of like my name, man. Like it's classless, man. Like you can't really put me in any genre just because like my mindset is let's get the overseas money. Like I'm not even really tripping on what's going on over here. Like let's figure out what's going on overseas, so then that way we start seeing something different.
So, I mean, talk about one of those artists when you were young that really caught your eye when it come to this hip hop. You know, it's 50 years of hip hop. So, what were one of those artists that you were like, man, this dude is dope, and you know, I love this music.
I was into Busta Rhymes, man. Busta Rhymes, just the whole theater aspect of it. It wasn't plain, it wasn't basic. Like it was always something different, keep you on your toes. I mean, I was big into Outkast, so the elevators, all of that played a part in it too. The little Quiet Storm little song, the what is it, the Sound of Art of Noise, that I mess with that a lot too. So yeah, I kind of been in a little bit of everything, man. Some jazz, Kenny G. I'm all over the place, bro.
So, what was one of your favorite songs growing up? Like that first song when you was a kid walking down the street and you heard something out the window of a car, or you know somebody house party, or moms or pops played, your cousins. Like who introduced you to this hip hop?
Man, I would say really like I was big into like that whole no limit movement, and then the fact I was born in Texas, like I would come to Texas every summer, and then hear like the chopped and screwed and the different sounds of what I'm listening to at home. Like the first chopped and screwed song I heard was Warren G. Regulate. So like from there on, like I was like, okay, like they got something with this chop and screw. Like let me start taking it back to Cali. And then I just start putting people that I was on around with that. And yeah. But yeah, I would say that the whole like Master P, the grind, like how they was constantly dropping something every month, like they always had something coming, keep you on your toes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Um, like when it come to Texas culture, I know you from Long Beach, but who what music and who you jamming out there, man? Who you jamming out there in Texas, man?
Right now, man, like I kind of do like a lot of the underground type. Like, I got a cousin that he doing this thing right now, Al D 300. So, I'm jamming him. I listen to Hardy. We got a project together, so I've been jamming him, trying to lock in with him a little bit more. Yeah, Scarface, like Sauce Walker. I kind of dibble and dabble into a lot of it. I'm big on Paul Wall too, man. Like I feel like he slept on a lot.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I didn't know you and Hardy was connected. I just see y'all. I see people who do music supporting me, and I'm like, if they support me and I'm doing music, and they liking my music, and they interacting with mine, I gotta give back. I gotta. I'm doing a podcast now. So let me go and interview and give them some love that they gave me because y'all supported my music. Y'all supported what I was doing. That's how I figured out who's who and what's what. And
Right.
that's them are the people that I'm interviewing and I'm showing the love. I know a lot of people like, why is he interviewing this person or that person? I'm interviewing people who showed me love. You know what I'm saying?
You
I'm
got to.
not interviewing the people who didn't show me love or don't listen to my music or ain't tapped in. So y'all people who really show love and shouts out to Texas, man, for showing me some love. You know what I'm saying?
Big facts, bro. Like that's why I tell people, man, like, hey, you come this way, man, just let me know, man. Like we got space over here, bro.
Hey D class, like I told Harley, man, I'm about to do South by Southwest when it's coming up this year, 2024. Um, we're gonna bring the News You Can Use podcast there, and I'm gonna try to perform and do a couple shows. And we're gonna tap in. We got to do some things because this is what it is. D class.
Yeah, man. It's that time, man. I've been sitting on a lot of beats, man, and it's to the point to where it's like, it's time to throw it out there and see what happens, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So when it comes to the hip hop game, who do you feel like is next up out of Texas or out of Long Beach? Because I like Savvy Third personally,
No, that's
but
that's one of my favorites right now out of the
but
city.
look, I've been working with that Cinco. You know who Cinco is, right? He was with Jabalo.
Right,
So me and Cinco, we've been pushing the God music, the positivity. We from where we from, we were who we were, but we want to push something different because we already pushed the bad. So let's push some good, right?
right.
You gotta weigh it out. I'm a Libra scale, so I'm gonna weigh it out.
Yeah, you
And
got to.
me and Cinco, we've been working together. I'm gonna get a Cinco interview on here. And how do you feel about Behold? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that. Hey, the city is moving, man. Like, the fact that I've been in Houston now probably about 2 years now again. It's like, I kind of enjoyed my time in Cali, bro, but it's like just growing up out there, it was time for something different, different little movement. The music is definitely different. It's a whole different vibe. So, you just gotta start getting into different sounds, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I got that song I'm about to drop right now. If you ain't praising God, you ain't getting in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, and that's what I'm saying. You come with something different to where it's like, hey man, like you gotta respect it just because it's not of the norm. So you gotta at least, give it a couple listens, give your real truthful opinion. And a lot of people just gotta really be able to take constructive criticism, bro. Like that's what I've been seeing recently dealing with music is like some people just can't take the criticism that come with it.
Facts, facts, facts. So when it comes to your beats, what is your beat style? What do you feel like your beat style is?
I just kind of whatever mood I'm in. Like I'll kind of listen to some music before, kind of get a little vibe. Like you say, like I might listen to Savi if somebody telling me, oh, I need some rap, something like that. I'll kind of dibble and dabble into that music. Or if you tell me I need a certain type of beat, like I'll listen to who you telling me. So then that way I can kind of try to cater to what you want to do. But I mean, I kind of want to get to the point to where it's like, hey, man, like let's just lock in the studio, this the beat, like let's make it happen. I need to let's get creative together instead of me trying to put everything together and then try to piece you in there. Like let's knock it out together as a team.
So when it come to your beats, man, do you got that Long Beach East Sider style? Are you hitting them with that real shit? You know what I'm saying?
Man, like
Can I let me hear you say,
yeah, like I got some West Coast. Yeah, I can hit you with some West Coast music.
time in the LV. You gotta hit it with the real shit, bro.
Yeah, like I could go a little bit of every way, man. Like country, like I got some rock and roll, like I got a little bit of everything, bro. Like that's why I say I just been sitting on a lot, man. So the fact that we tapped in, like I'm gonna start shooting you some stuff so you kind of see what it is.
All right, so in Long Beach, name your top five rappers.
Top
Let's
five.
go.
Um,
Top
I
five
would
rappers from Long Beach.
I would go one for sure. Got to be Snoop, just because that was the era I grew up
Good
in.
choice.
You know, you gotta throw like nowadays, like you gotta throw Savi in there because I jam him a lot. I jam DW Flame a lot too. Like I'm kind of big on him right now too. Like he doing his thing. Let's see who else, man. I would really say that's really out of the city. Like I kind of jam like the DJ Quick, like the old school Compton stuff like that too. But
Wait.
um,
We got more people from Long Beach, man. Come on, man.
I mean that's them the main.
You got more homies over there, man. You know what I'm
Usually,
saying? It's a couple other
usually
ones that
from
have some,
a few
Indian
people.
blue, and there's a couple other ones over there, man.
But see, that's the thing. Like I'm originally from Texas, so a lot of what I grew up on was mainly down south music. Even though
Okay,
I even though I grew up in Long Beach, it was like, yo, whatever was mainstream, like the Warren G, the stuff like that growing up, that's what I knew about. I wasn't really into the club stuff like that. I was mainly like, let's hoop. Like if it didn't have nothing to do with sports, like I wasn't really trying to hear it.
so
So
you not gonna throw the East Siders in there?
man, see, I feel like they're an acquired taste. Like I could jam them, but it's
What?
for me to just
We
listen to
came
them.
to give you what the fuck you want.
They got hit. They got the I can listen to what is mainstream, but like as far as me just digging into the albums and the this, like I haven't really just got into the East Side of like
Oh man, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Be damn to get dirty, man. Come on, man.
yeah, that's why I
I
say like
know this shit. I ain't heard this shit in years, man.
when you put me on people, I'm gonna go listen to them, and I'm gonna go give it to
Look.
'em.
What's that motherfucker? Damn, cuz. The spot's getting hot. Can't trust the paramedics or the crooked ass cops. Closest nigga to you would do you and try to screw you. Backstab you in the back and act like he never knew you. Nigga, come on, man.
Yeah, I ain't heard that. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, man.
I gotta really lock into the
You
street
gotta
aspect
lock
of it.
in, man. That's that shit right there, brother. I'm gonna have to sing you some of my favorite tracks, man. The East Siders, man. I feel
Yeah.
like that's where Sabi get his shit from.
On
And
the
he
cool.
probably loudly admit that. Like,
When you listen to him, you could definitely hear it. Like that's why I say, like I kind of I jam him a lot though. I heard
come
about
on
him
now.
from somebody at work. Like that's why I say, like a lot of people that I'm listening to nowadays, I hear through people at work, just because they really into going to the club stuff like that. So the fact that I'm older, I just use them to kind of bring me what's in the club.
So in Texas, man, one of my favorite rappers gotta be Pimp C, R.I.P. the motherfucking pimp. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Big pimping. But you know what I'm saying? I love Outkast, ATLs, Cadillac Does. Who was like one of your favorite Southern groups, man, that you fuck with? Not just Texas, but Texas. Like out of Texas, who you fucking with?
yeah. In Texas, I'm big on Zero, Slim
Mhm.
Thug,
Slim
like
Thug.
like I say, Powwow. I've done some videos with Mike Jones, so I mean, I've kind of listened to a lot of his music.
Who was
Um,
Mike Jones, nigga?
and I was around during all of that, so I mean,
418-334-8004. Hit
um,
Mike Jones up on the low. You know what I'm saying? I'm a hip hop enthusiast.
the
That's
number
why I
is
do this.
legit. So,
You know what I'm saying? I'm tied in. I was through every era of this music. I'm not as old as I look, but I'm near with it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah. Yeah, so
So
that's why
man,
I just gotta lock in with younger people, man, like and kind of just see what everybody listening to. Once I start really getting into like tapping in with certain artists, stuff like that, and just kind of start getting different vibes from people.
so how you feel about the Sauce Walkers, the TSFs, or the OG, the Godfather up there, Jay Prince? Like, what's the music scene like for real, for real? We see it from the outside, but is
Right.
it tangible? Is it easy to get a hold of these artists and these rappers and get your music and your beats to them and get in with them? Or is it kind of like how it is everywhere else, man? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's easy if you really just start going to like all these different shows, different festivals, stuff like that. Like if you get outside, like you could definitely run into these people. And that's kind of where I'm at right now is like, okay, let me start stepping out to really see what's going on. But I mean, yeah, like the Sauce Walker, I mess with them because they big on the marketing aspect of it too. It's not just the music.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. After the 15 minutes of the news you can use podcast, we like that. You know what? I don't know if you smoke, you know what I'm saying? But if you do, fire that motherfucking shit up, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what y'all got out there in Texas. I'm out in the Bay Area right now near
Oh
Humboldt
yeah,
County.
please.
And they
Hey,
got some of the best flavors
we
you can find. You know
please
what I'm
believe
saying?
we got it.
I was sure y'all did. I just wanted to ask. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to make sure y'all got that shit up there, man.
Yeah, now please believe is not like Cali. Like I mean, but you can, if you move around enough, you can find what you need.
So y'all heard it right here on the news. You can use, man. If you move around the town, you can make sure you break dough. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying right there, right?
All you gotta do is pull up, and then people gonna find you, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So with the Texas music scene out there, you in Houston, right?
Yeah.
In Houston, what is it like right now? Because we see the Sauce Walker stuff going on, we see this going on, we see that going on. Rocky Man got knocked off. Like, what is from you? What's going on in Texas? What is the atmosphere like around Texas right now?
Man, I feel like as far as that, like the music aspect of it, is everybody trying to find a way out, man. Like everybody trying to go viral. Let me go viral off of you if need be. Like however I gotta get out there, I'm trying to get out there. And that's kind of what it is right now. It's like a lot of people willing to do whatever it takes, man, for these clicks and all of that, man. And yeah, you start running into stuff that you really just can't take back, man.
Yes, sir. So with the codeine. The codeine. Texas is known for the syrup, but Houston is known for the scissor. You know what I'm saying? We know 3 6 Mafia from Memphis, and they made the scissor. But we know Texas been holding it down. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
That's where it originated from, so they say.
How do the music and the scissor, how did that mix together back in the day? Because we know we got Screw, we got break it, Michael Watts. Break it down for us.
Yo, man, I mean I felt like that went hand in hand with the screw, man. Like, everybody that was outside of Texas at the time, they just felt like people in Texas was slow, like just because you listen to a different style of music. But then, I mean, if you really think about it, like once the movement started, every CD that you was getting had a chopped and screw version to it. So it's like they were slowly putting you on. It was just you had to get out of that mindset of everybody in Texas riding around on horses and we just out here super country. Like that's kind of the mindset that people was trying to kick the door down with. Like, yeah, man, we not out here on horses, man.
Facts, facts, facts. Niggas ride around the Porsches, the Bentleys. I've been to Houston. I've been to Texas, a couple different places. I got some family. Shout out my family down there. You know, uh, yeah, for sure. R.I.P. my aunt. You know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. I ain't,
Yeah.
So the music scene. I really like Sauce Walker. I like what he's doing. He got a lot of artists. I feel like from Texas, it reminds me of the old Screw days or the old Michael Watts days when Paul Wall and everybody was coming out. It reminds me of those days. Do you feel like it's giving that energy, or what do you think? Because I don't see nobody else doing it. Who else is doing it?
Nah, really, South Walker and them, like they kind of got it sold up, man. Like, cause they come in with the music, like they hit you on the marketing aspect of it. I mean, they might pop up somewhere and do something for somebody. Like they kind of big on every aspect of it.
I'm gonna
So I
shout
mean,
out TF. I'm gonna shout out TSF personally. Cause Sauce used to hit me up. We used to DM each other on Instagram and shit.
right,
Even a couple other people that's a part of his group, they really fuck with a nigga. And I didn't, I wasn't ready. I didn't have too much motion going on and nothing going on. With Sauce just being a real nigga, will fuck with me, try to give me deals for features, and just like he reach out. He's like a real nigga. A lot of niggas ain't real like that. I never took none of those offers because I told Sauce back then I'm gonna build my shit up to where we'll
Right.
meet up later. Maybe we'll do an interview. Maybe we'll do a song. Maybe we'll do a show or a movie together. You never know fucking with me because I'm one of them. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah,
But
you got to put your hand in everything, man. Like,
I put my
'cause-
hand in every pot and I just wait for my shit to bubble. You know what I'm saying? And when it's my turn, it's my turn. And when it's
yeah,
my turn, it's time for y'all to learn. And that's some news you can use. You know what I'm saying? But
right. You gotta
Sauce,
wait for your turn, man. That's the key.
Sauce in the TSF is somebody I can look at that I can see anybody could kind of get a feature from somebody from their camp. They reaching out to people. They fuck with real motherfuckers. So
Right.
are you looking forward to dealing with them? That they got the light, that they got the ball. Maybe you could produce a sauce. Maybe you need an opportunity. Maybe you need to link at a meet and greet or something like that.
Most definitely. I mean, yeah, I'm at the point now to where, I'm trying to get outside now, man, and start meeting some of these people, getting face to face. Because I feel like really the marketing aspect of it, like we kind of hand in hand with it. It's just they got more resources to really make stuff happen. But it's like some of the stuff that I have in my head, I be seeing random stuff pop up. So it's like I know it can be done. It's just I gotta get in the room with them people.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I'm one of the people you always welcome on my platform. My platform is your platform, D class. And if you're gonna send me some beats, send me some beats. You know, we're gonna throw your boy on there with us too, man. He's good people. We had a good long hour conversation, man. And he was enlightening the people, you know what I'm saying? Prayers out to him. And I love what y'all doing. Um, it's gonna happen, man. It take people like us to
Right,
come together to make it happen. And this is global. We this state to state. This not just Compton to Watts, Compton to LA. This is Compton to Texas, Houston. So we can actually make things move and shake. All we gotta do is come together with our resources and put it together. Even if we're gonna shoot a short film or we're gonna do this or do that. If I'm gonna fly out there, now I'm gonna hit you and man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna hit y'all up. Like,
just,
hey,
just
I'm
tap in.
out here.
Just
What y'all
move.
got going on? What's moving and shaking? Show me a good time. You know what I'm
Promote what
saying?
you're doing. Yeah, just come on to the city, man. I've been telling you people come too, man. Like, come on out here, man.
I'm gonna
Some,
hit y'all
some
up. Y'all
different.
like y'all ready to work? Cause that's
Oh,
all we
yeah,
gonna do. That's all I do is work.
we
Every
still
day
ready
I'm
to
doing
work.
interviews. Every day I'm doing news. I don't just do interviews. I do news on what's ever going on with the Carly B's and the who's is he's because that's bringing all the audience in for them to watch us.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
all it's not because I care about what they doing or really give, I'm not gonna say, but I really don't. And I tune
yeah.
in and I just chime in and I get thousands and thousands of views about people who would never give me and you a shot.
Right.
Who would
But
never would
if you
never give us a
give
shot.
them something that they need, then they gonna give you that listen. And once they give you that listen, you got what you want. From there, it's on you to shine once you get in front of the people.
So we out here shining in front of the people, you know what I'm saying?
Right? That's hey man.
That's
We
what we doing.
we gotta make this global, man. We gotta make this a big podcast like all these other ones, man.
I call myself Robin Hood, man. I'm taking from the celebrities and giving back to us. So all they subscribers, I got like 1,000 subscribers in 28 days. So they go
Okay.
watch it. It's gonna be seen. I'm gonna break it down, edit it, have I need to do to get us seen, but we gonna be seen. This is
Right.
for us to be seen. We somebody too, you know what I'm saying? We ain't forgotten. We ain't the have nots. We the niggas that have it. We the sauce and we the news they can use. And they gonna tune in and they gonna mess with us, D class, and we gonna keep pushing. But the first step is for us to put the work in. So
Right.
every day I put the work in.
Right. And that's
So
that's what I'm looking for, man. Like dealing with artists, bro. Like push me to give you a beat every day. Like let's do this work, man. Like let's lock in and let's put out something.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. I got so much music, man. I barely know what to do with it, but I'm gonna do something with nobody knew. I'm gonna do it the way nobody done it before. and I'm gonna sell it and let people buy it for what they want to pay for it. I'm just building up the fan base to sell it to. Right
Right.
now, I'm building up the fan base to people that want to buy the music. You can't sell music if nobody want to buy it. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Right.
And,
Right.
and and I always say slow motion is no motion. You know, to me, my 300,000 views in 1 month is everything. My 1,000 subscribers is everything. To the next person, they probably got that with one video, but I'm
Right.
grinding. I'm grinding from the mud. I come from selling nickel bag after nickel bag. So
Right.
this is the mentality I got. I'm gonna sell 15, 20, 30 nickel bags to get to your 1 ounce you sold. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna make this happen. Either way it gotta go. You hear me?
Yeah, man, and you have to, man. Like that's the thing. Just basically grind it out, bro. Like that's what I'm learning is that the fact that I learned basically during COVID, when the world shut down, like that's when I picked up YouTube, bro, and started with these beats. So I mean, to come from that to doing this interview stuff like that, like that was something that wasn't a part of my plan. You know what I'm saying? So
It's a blessing, man. And you know what? You deserve it. I tapped in with you not because you doing it, it's because you deserve it. I believe in a higher power, and he don't make no mistakes in my eyes. Everybody else's eyes, they believed in other things and they want to start wars. I believe in helping people. So I'm trying to lead by the example I'm trying to lead. You know what I'm saying? So we helping each other. You helping me by doing this interview. I'm helping you by doing the interview. Ain't nobody bigger or smaller. When
right,
I do a toast, my toast go, I'm no bigger, I'm no smaller, but I'm right with you. You
facts.
hear me? And that's some news they can use right there, D class. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, you be dropping them gems, man. Put them boys on the shirt, man, and start selling them boys.
Oh man, they gonna go for higher. And you know what? The name of the clothing company is She Loves. She like the party. She like Nike. I don't even. You know what? I'm giving up my game. I'm gonna keep that to myself right now.
We
But
don't
y'all gonna see me with the shit
kind of
on.
on the same. We
She
we on the same
likes.
page with a lot of
She
that.
likes the news you can use podcast. That's the next shirt we gonna come with. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
you gotta have that merch, man. Like that's something I'm learning from my son, man. Like if you don't have that merch, man, like it's hard to get these kids today.
You gotta have everything nowadays. That's why I started this podcast. That's why I'm gonna do a bump it or dump it, and I probably let you come in and we're gonna listen to all the new artists and we're gonna judge their music and say if it's good or not. And we're
Right.
not gonna be biased. If the shit suck, it sucks. You
Not
know
at
what
all.
I'm saying?
That's the thing, man. Like people that know me, bro. Like like I'm gonna give you the real deal. Like if I'm not with it, I'm gonna let you know, and then I mean, you take it how you take it. If you get mad about it, I mean, this might not be for you, just because you gotta be able to take that criticism on your music, man.
So we're gonna call that Freestyle Friday. We're gonna do that every Friday. And instead of them playing a song they did before, they gotta get on here and freestyle.
Okay, yo,
And
are
if
we
they suck, they suck. If they good, they good. But we want to hear it.
right? We
And
hey,
we
we
gonna
give you
start it.
the chance to at least put your face out there and see what it do.
Yes, sir. Your boy got on here and spit a cold one. I don't know if you watched the episode, but he got on here and was rapping some shit. I'm like, oh. And
Yo,
that
man,
was the first time I ever got somebody to rap on my podcast. So I
yo,
said from now on, if you're an artist, you have to rap.
you have to, man. I tell people, man, if you say you an artist, like whether you sing, you rap, like if somebody tell you, hey, I need you to rap right now, like if you can't do it, like you gotta go back to the lab, man. Because if somebody was to tell you, hey, I got $1 million right now, give me what you got, and you say, oh, I gotta go to here, nah, bro, like your chance done passed. You gotta be ready.
And you never know who watching. Like I said, I'll be having Spec on here. I'll be having Drum on here. They
Yeah,
be watching. They gonna watch every single interview because they're my peoples anyway. That's my producer. That's one of my business partners. So he's gonna watch for sure. And
right.
he's a tastemaker and he can get people in the door. And we definitely gonna work with you, D class. Me and you probably put together a whole tape together.
Hey, I'm with it, bro. Like I got the beats, man. Just let me know what you're trying to do, and we can go.
Talk to you off camera when we ain't on camera, and then we gonna chop that up, and I'm gonna tell you what I'm looking for because I want to push the culture. So
Right.
I'm gonna send you some shit, and then you just take in your mind, okay, I get what he. I'm trying to be better than Kendrick. I'm trying to be better than Cole
Okay.
in that aspect. So I need them beats, and I'm trying to be better than Kanye sonically
Right. And
and
see, and
production wise.
that's where I feel like I need to get in the room with certain people that's already at that point. So then that way I could start learning the whole editing aspect of it. Like the beat.
Have you heard my single God Got You?
Okay.
Have you heard that yet?
I haven't heard it yet.
I'm gonna send it to you. It's on my Instagram page. I'm gonna send it to you. It's the
Yep.
song I've been pushing. But yeah, that's the level of production that I'm at with it, man.
Okay.
We
Yeah,
push the bar.
I be seeing your videos and you be in the studio, man. I be tapping in when you go live.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, in this hip hop game, 50 years of hip hop, who do you feel like from the beginning that you was listening to now is still holding it down? No matter what era, but like who's holding it down the best?
I mean, of course, the obvious answers would be like Jay-Z, because they've been doing it for a while. Nas. I kind of was when I was younger. I listened to like the Kumo D and the Rakims and all of that on the TV. So like I think that kind of started shaping everything, man. And then the fact that my dad was a song leader in church, that took me to the whole start listening to the gospel and then listening to how they start putting their production together, whether it's live or in the studio. So yeah, I think that was kind of more the lane that kind of shaped me was just between the videos of the Kumo D and the Rakim, the flashy, like let me show you how we making this money type videos to going to the Kirk Franklins and the Yolanda Adams, like just jumping between two different genres.
That's facts. That's facts. That's facts. So how do you feel about where music is heading now compared to those times? Like, what could you say to just critique it? Because you got all kind of artists.
Right.
You got a lot of female artists that's winning right now. How do you feel about that aspect?
I mean the female aspect of it. I mean, I feel like they gotta kind of start talking about something else. I mean, I get what you're talking about now is selling, but it's just mainly let's start elevating the female game, like the old school Foxy Brown. Like we get, Foxy Brown, Lil Kim, like we get you was pushing the sex part of it, but you had something to say too in it somewhere. So that part of it as far as the female game, but just music right now, it's a lot of like sampling beats from the 80s and 90s. There's a lot of just remakes and covers. And it's like, like they say, man, music gets recycled and then you just kind of put your twist on whatever you grew up on to kind of make it lock in with whoever your audience is today.
That's facts right there. That's facts. That's facts. So like top fives, man. Give me your top five, man. Did you give me your top five already?
Nah, top five as far as what? What top five you do?
I want you to give me top five producers, top five artists.
All right. Top five producers. It's gonna be a wide range. We gonna go with what is it, Beats by the Pound. I was big on them. They pushed that Master P movement a lot. A lot of DJ Quick productions. Like I didn't know he was really doing what he was doing till I got older and started digging into a lot of that. Dre, of course. Let's see who else, man. Zaytoven, like I'm big on him. Like the fact he just dropped a beat tape, like I think that's kind of the angle I kind of want to go. and drop a beat tape and then backdoor with the same beats with just people rapping over them. Kind of give them like a two disc old school type of vibe to it. And then like Polo the Don, like yeah, a lot of the old school Metro, like yeah, a lot of them people, man. As far as producers, as far as artists, we gotta go Jay Z, Pac, Scarface, Zero, and I mean you could throw. I would say UGK.
Hey,
Yeah,
that's
that
a
was,
dope lineup right there, man. That's a dope lineup. That's a real dope lineup. So your influences growing up, like to make you who you are. You know, we got that cousin, we got that uncle, we got that dad, that brother. Who influenced you that you want to give some credit to that made you be the person that you are, that put the music in your ear, that let you hear that Dr. Dre song, or
yeah.
Outkast, or UGK? Who did that for you?
Yeah, man. I mean, I would say first, my pops, he was big on the music, just the whole church aspect of it. So that kind of gave me something different than what everybody was listening to when I go and hoop and stuff like that. So that kind of opened up my ears to a lot of different stuff. My cousins in Texas, Al and all of them, like they was big on the chopped and screw and stop listening to just West Coast music, like get us a try. So I would say they were kind of big too. And then I mean I spent 10 years in the Navy, so dealing with all kind of people from all over the place, man. You start hearing what they listening to in New York and Idaho and all them different cities, and you'd be like, okay, like y'all might have something over there.
So what state you feel like been holding the ball? We know Atlanta been holding the ball, but if you ask me, Texas been holding it on, man. Y'all been coming. Y'all got Megan. Y'all got a lot of artists, man. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I mean, I'm still kind of biased. Like, I'm still kind of a West Coast. I'm always gonna root for the West. So, I wish we get back to that point to where it's like, okay, like you gotta really come see us when it deal with music. But I mean, yeah, as of right now though, it's like Texas, definitely Memphis, Atlanta. Like, yeah, they got it on lock as far as the different styles of music that people getting viral with right now.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I'm gonna take a quick little pee break, real quick. If you want to take one, you can. But I want to ask you a question so you can tell the people and just keep it going real quick. Um, Let them know the essence of California, Texas music, like how you feel coming from California, going to Texas, or going from California to Texas. How that come together with you making beats and just your influence on how you gonna change the game with your beats.
Yeah. I mean, the basically the way that it's going right now, the West Coast has a whole different vibe to where if you if you dealing with somebody that basically deals with Texas music, like they kind of big on like the bouncy vibe that the West Coast have. So I mean, yeah, that's kind of the differences between the two. But a lot of people that's from Texas, like they like that West Coast vibe. They like to chill and relax and like just kind of, roll one up, man. And that's kind of what the West Coast was known for. Like the whole let me crip walk and do this and do that. So that's what a lot of people down here think when it comes to West Coast music, man. Just cause, you got the game and all of them type people that's big. So that's what they think it is on the West. Like I've been in multiple different states to where you kind of get to see what people see, man. Like what they think of different states that you come from, and how they just put everybody in a certain box, man. But I mean, yeah, the goal is just to take music, man, and to wherever you go, you can just tap in with people.
So I got a question. When you came from California and you went to Texas, did the girls call you Cali?
Definitely, that's the first thing. Or you get like they ask you where you from, and you say, "Oh, Long Beach." Oh, okay, like. Then they start asking you, oh, you know Snoop and you know this and that. It's like, come on, man. Like,
Now I don't know if you're in a relationship or married or nothing like that, but I know you had all the ladies when you told them you was from Long Beach, didn't you? Don't lie. Keep it
man,
100.
as and to put it like this, I'm married now, but but when the time came to where you needed to use what you needed to use, you know what I'm saying? You had to, hey, if I got to tell you this to get to this point, I got to tell you what I got to tell you.
You came out there with that California Long Beach style. You was wearing blue a lot. You know
Yo,
what I'm saying? You were doing you a lot, and I know the ladies was like, who is the new guy over there? Where's he from?
yeah, you know how that go, man. You go to a different spot, and then the fact that even growing up, man, I went to different schools pretty much every year, bro. So like I know a lot of people, man, throughout Long Beach all the way to Corona. Like I've been to a lot of different schools, man. So being that new person, having to adapt and do all of that, like I've been doing that all my life.
And that's some news they can use, right?
Yeah, you gotta be able to adapt to your situation, man.
And you got to be able to get out your element, man. You can't stay where you at your whole life. You got to move around. You got to touch down. You know what I'm saying?
You
You
gotta,
got to see these places, man. You got to go outside your element, and you got to go outside your boundaries and make things happen, right?
yeah, you can't be one of them people, man, that be 40, 50 and be like, hey, man, I ain't never even left my city. Like that's crazy, bro. Like the fact you can just take a flight anywhere for about $100, like,
I tell niggas that all the time.
it's time to
And they
start
think they think this
listening to
shit
now.
costs $1 million to do. It's not. It's
For real.
cheap,
It's
especially
true,
if you
man.
know. This the key. Know somebody where you going.
Right,
Getting there is nothing,
right,
but knowing somebody when you get there is key. And if you know somebody where you going, you're gonna have the best time because they're gonna show you around. You're gonna have somewhere to stay, and you ain't gotta worry about the elements. You know what
right.
I'm saying?
You trying to figure out the room and nah, man. You lock in and hey, man, I'm tapping in the city today. Which what we got going.
Facts, facts, facts. And that's what the news you can use is for, man. If y'all see these people, y'all tap in, y'all follow their Instagram. These are good people. You know what I'm saying? Good vibes. And show some love, man. If you're an up and coming artist and you want to tap in, tap in.
Yeah, man. I'm not one of them hit you over the head for a beat. Yeah, man. We about business, man. We trying to get this music out, trying to get everybody seen and heard, man. So lock
Yes,
in.
sir.
I'm ready when you ready.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So what records have y'all put out lately, you and your boy?
We did the All In It video. That was something that I sent him a beat, man. Like he locked in with me through Instagram. Matter of fact, sent me a message. I kind of sent him about 5 different beats, and then he just took that beat, put a sample on it, and did his thing on
And you can't be scared to jump in them Instagram DMs and
type.
holla at your folks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And when I say your folks, I'm talking about this hip hop community
yeah,
because
man.
we're a community within itself, and that's what made me holler at them because I've always seen them support me, and I'm like, how can I support him? How can I, you know what I'm saying? You too, D Class. I see you in my stories and shit, and I'm like, how can I support D Class? How can I, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, that's what it's all about, man. You gotta support, man. I'm big
Yes,
on support, so that way when I put out a project, like just give me your honest critiques. You know what I'm saying? If you not messing with it because of this, like let me know because I mean I'm listening to all of it.
facts. That's facts. That's facts. So, like, hip hop wise, are you tapped into the new Kanye Ty Dolla Sign album? Are you tapped into the new Nicki Minaj album? Are you listening to the goats?
Man, the Kanye and the Ty Dolla Sign, like I'm kind of hype about it just because I'm big on Ty Dolla Sign. Like yeah, he's one of them people that I kind of listen to on the cool just because I be in a truck a lot. So you just turn on Spotify or something like that and let it roll. So Yeah, tight. I'm kind of excited about that just to see what they do together. I haven't really heard none of their tracks together, just whatever little snippets I see on Instagram or whatever. But the Nicki
So
Minaj,
were you tapped in on like the Donda 2 or Donda album?
the Donda, I mean, it was. I get where he was going, but then it was to the point to where like I was expecting like old Kanye. So
I
then it
get it,
was
I get it, I get it. I felt like Beautiful Morning was a good song, man.
right, right.
Certain ones was hitting different. Like,
But it was like, yeah, to just listen to that whole thing from start to finish, like, yeah, you had to.
no, man, and you know what? I think it take for people like me and you to get around Kanye and say that. He
Yep.
probably got a gang of people that yes, everything is nah. He need that guy got you. He need that guy got you that I just dropped, man. You know what I'm saying? He need people like that around. Like nigga, have you heard this? You know what I'm saying? If you ain't praising God, you ain't getting in. You know what I'm saying? He needs some of
Right.
that. He needs
And
some of that. You know what I'm saying? The class and if you had people like minded, people who's intelligent, who really honor this music shit, not just for the money, I think they'll come across better. But I like where you're going with this new album. I heard a couple songs. My favorite song personally is by Northwest.
okay, I
I
kind
think
of
that's
seen
the
a
hardest
clip.
song on the album.
Yeah, I kind of seen a clip, so I'm gonna check it out and see what's going on with it.
Yeah, I seen her on there talking about it's your bestie, Mrs. Westy. I said, oh yeah, it's going crazy. She's about to go crazy.
Already
She
know.
already got that vibe. I'm like, I
He got
can't
the
wait for
vibe,
her to
and
put
then
out
he
an
young, so
album herself. You know what I'm saying?
he young, so you know it's gonna pop as far as going viral. All she need is a dance, and it's a rap.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, how easy it is to tap in with like Jay Prince or like somebody in here. Y'all got a lot of greats. How tangible is it? Because it looks tangible, from here. But how tangible is it for you to be like, let me get this beat to one of Jay Prince artists, and let me get this beat to Sauce Walker's artist?
Man, I feel like the fact of me being out here 2 years now is like if you're not in them circles to where you just running into them people out and about, like it's not as easy as it look. I mean, of course, if you look on the internet, everybody outside, but you got to realize people got the regular 9 to 5s that don't let you get in the clubs every weekend to where you can run into them type of people. So that's where you got to start, reaching out, DMing people, letting them know that you for real. And
That's fact.
and then from there, it's just really, you know what I'm saying, to put out what you can. And once they feel it, they feel it. You know what I'm saying? If you dropping a beat every day and they see that grind is what it is, at some point they're gonna say, hey man, come in the studio, see what's going on in here. And then you start giving your input from there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, what is the Texas culture car scene like?
Man, it's crazy. They have swingers out here, bro. Like to
Elbow,
me, yeah.
elbows, right?
And I grew up with the Daytons, and so it's definitely different. And like they don't understand the whole point of Daytons, and me, I don't understand the whole point of you needing swingers that's monster and gorilla and all of like that's too much, bro. Like
Man, you gotta come through swing. Hey, they music though
yeah,
remind you of like I'm just running and it's fucking dang.
yeah.
Oh, Eddie Bo Sway. You know what I'm saying? You gotta.
Every weekend, that's the vibe when they get to moving around.
Yes, sir.
Boys get to going to MLK, get to showing out up there. Hey man, that car culture big out here, bro.
You gotta fuck with the Houston car culture, man. It kind of remind me of like like Long Beach though. Texas and Long Beach got a lot in common musically. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, they do. And then as far as just the culture in general, like the best way to really just explain like a car show or something like that in Texas, like if you older and then ever just been down Crenshaw or something like that back in the day to where you had the 5.0s out there, fresh paint, everybody got the rims, systems.
Hey, look, you got to think about it though. They was chopping and screwing Warren G, smoking me out,
Right.
smoking me out, smoking
The
me out.
first chopping
Oh,
screw.
she's smoking me out. they was chopping and screwing that hard ass shit. And
Yeah,
it was artists out there that was like, that shit's hard.
that's what I'm
I'm
saying.
about to make some shit like that. And we about to chop and screw that shit. Cause you
Yeah,
gotta think about it, man. In the '90s, Long Beach, anything that came out of Long Beach was a classic.
right.
What
It
are
was,
some of your classic favorite Long Beach anthems like?
man, what was that? What was the one I just was jamming it the other day? The Pooh Shiesty, not Pooh Shiesty, Shay Shiesty.
Shady
Um,
Shice.
yeah, I was big on him. Like, I used to jam the LBC crew.
Right. I was nigga, what's that one song by the LBC crew though? Cause it
Um, best beware of my crew.
but don't don't
In the lagoon.
do. Yeah, that's that motherfucker. Somebody somewhere must be
Yeah,
wearing my crew.
yeah, those was big, man, when I was in high school. And then you had the band start playing the I Got Five on it, and that let me know like, okay, yeah, we could take music to a whole different level if bands just playing something off.
Oh man, dun. That's that. Hey man, come on man. Shout out to the Bay man. If the Bay watching right now, shout out to the Bay man. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta get back out there, man.
When the last time you been down here, man, to Cali? I'm out here up north.
Man, the last time I've been to the Bay was when I was in the Navy, bro. So that was like probably like '04, '05. The
Hey,
last
I'm up here, man. The weather's great. And it's a nice vibe. The weed is good. I love the Bay, man. I always come up here for good spirits. Whenever I need good spirits, I just come up to the Bay for a while. I'm all through San Francisco, Oakland, Fairfield, everywhere, man. I'm all through that motherfucker. Stockton. Shout out to Sacramento, though. I'm always in Sacramento blowing that endo. You know what I'm saying? Locally around this motherfucker having a good time. You know what I'm saying, though?
you gotta live it up, man. Like I tell my son, man, like get it in while you're young, man. When you get older, you start getting these bills and life hits you like, hey man, do what you can while you can, bro.
Even while that shit hit me and life is going through what it's going through, I'm still switching locations, switching entrepreneurships. I'm still not letting none of that shit control me because man created jobs,
Right.
man created money, man created these apartments, man created these houses. But man, you didn't create me, motherfucker. My mama did, a woman, and
Facts.
that's the creator. You know what I'm saying? That's some news these niggas can use instead of looking at these women as something they can go, like I did myself and make music about it and glorify it. Now I'm glorifying God, so it's kind of like, who is he to judge? But I'm just telling you some news you can use, young man. That all came out of a woman, even if it was a man's. You know what? It still was a woman. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, and that's the thing, man. Like people just gotta be open minded, bro. Like don't believe everything you see on TV. Like the world is bigger than love and hip hop and that type of stuff, bro. Like get out here and see what's really going on, man. Like you'd be surprised, man. There's some good things and there's some bad things that people doing out here, but you just gotta lock in, man, and touch in with them people that's doing the good, and who knows where you're gonna go from there.
Hey, that's a fact right there, D class. That's some news they can motherfucking use. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta stay dropping them gems, man.
You gotta stay dropping them gems. So, how do you feel like the culture of hip hop with these ladies? They got the The Sexy Reds, the Krishan Rocks, the these, the that's. How do you feel about it? Are you letting your daughter jam some of that music and ride around and bump that?
I mean, personally, I would say no, just because I mean, it's what they talking about. Like it's just how quick do you want to expose your kids to certain things? You know what I'm saying? Like I get the point now to where like my mom used to put on the Disney Channel. You know what I'm saying with my little sister, where it's like, hey, like we ain't listening to the radio, like we listening to Aladdin soundtrack and different little stuff like that, to where you're not jumping out there, man, too early. Cause hey, man, there's some scavengers out here in this world, man.
That's a fact. That's a fact right there, man. And how do you feel about the pushing of the men wearing nails and the way people are dressing nowadays?
Man, bro, like we would when it come to that type of stuff, we would
Not too
definitely
far, not too far,
like
but
we would
just
be here for a while just because I'm big on like the whole conspiracy theories and stuff like that. But I mean, yeah, the whole like having to wear nails and it's like, come on, bro. Like I don't get it. Like I would love to talk to some of these people and really see what's the point, bro? Like I mean, is it fashion? Like what is it? Because I'm not going to fashion shows in France and all of that. So
hey, look, I want you to tell me your opinion. I did a interview with an openly, lesbian woman I respect highly.
right.
One of my friends. But I told her I wanted her to dress feminine in all her pictures and videos. What do you think about that? I wanted her to look sexy
That's what I'm
to
saying.
a man in all her videos.
Like my thing is like that would basically be. I would look at it as basically you creating a character. You know what I'm saying? Like you create the character, and if that artist is cool with this character and what it is, then cool. But you know what I'm saying? If you going and you pushing like the young MA type, like you know what I'm saying, I'm a stud and I'm doing this and doing that, like then that dressing sexy and all of that is not a good look for you. So
And
it
that was my whole reason. And I didn't get really deep enough to explain that I got a daughter.
right.
I need you to look like a woman. When you get on these cameras, because you have a beautiful woman voice. You're not trying to talk. You're not trying to talk like that. And you have characteristics as a woman. So when you get on these podcasts and when you get in these interviews or you get on this camera, I feel like you should show that if you pushing womanhood. Otherwise, you can't push that. You got to push manhood.
But nah, you can still push like the womanhood aspect of it, but it's like it's gonna take a different conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
Not
not
if you want to be not if you full fledged trying to be a man. If you full fledged trying to be a man, then you might as well push all the way for men. You
that's true.
basically,
Yeah, that's true. I mean, yeah, if you gonna go with yeah, I'm gonna go all the way to the other side, then yeah, I mean, hey, you should be pushing what it is that you are personally.
and that's where the confusion is, and that's where I just, that's where I get my input. My input, not my problem, not my issue, just conversation. Just want to hear what the rebuttal would be from that. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
And yeah, that's all it is, man. It's just what's the message you trying to get across? You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? And how is the best way to do it just so you can reach the people that you need to reach.
Right, right, right. You know what I'm saying? Because information is key,
Right.
and we don't want anybody to be misconstrued or you know thinking it's one thing when it's another. So we want people to know for sure, especially these kids, because these kids is watching and kids are the future. I'm more worried about the future than the past, even though the past is what's going to structure the future.
Mhm.
So we got to work on that real big, and that's some news you can use if you young and you confused and you don't know where to go in life. Come over to the news you can use and watch some of these podcasts and get a little of this game,
Yeah,
and
man.
you'll learn.
Lock in with people that's older than you, man. Like the whole OG and all of that. Like, man, it's crazy. Like going to work and people be like old school. Like that's crazy. Just because I mean, yeah, when I was 20, it was like, yeah, bro, I never would have thought like I would be at that point. But you
Hey,
just got
what
to
could I learn from a 20-year old
right, and
when
that's
when you almost 40? Or what could you learn from a 40-year old when you almost 50?
right.
Nothing, because I've been there and I've done that.
Yep.
It's nothing you can tell me. It's nothing you can teach me.
And that's the thing with people today, man. Like just because a person trying to tell you something, like they telling you for a reason. Like I mean, you gotta, of course, you gotta weed through the BS as far as
Hey, but look, it's nothing new under the sun, and you can
Right,
learn something new from a baby. So I don't underestimate young people either. It's some
nah,
smart young people out there,
right,
but knowledge wise, wisdom wise, is two different things.
right,
Wisdom and knowledge is two different things. You might be more knowledgeable, but I might have more wisdom than you.
yep,
So they both come hand in hand. That's why older people and young people need each other.
right, yep. And just be able to sit down and have them conversations, man. Like I be telling my wife, like I want to go to the food banks and the different places like that and start chopping it up with like the homeless and people like that, man, to where I can kind of start digging into their stories, bro. Like, just see how things got to that point.
Hey, I've been told I was the person that didn't know how to conversate, and I feel like I'm one of the best conversationists you ever seen. And I feel like my interviews are innovative and I'm motivational. I just feel like I was talking to the wrong people.
Right.
I
Yeah.
wasn't talking to people who were accountable for their actions or people who were in a mind state of levelness. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or positivity.
You
You
gotta,
know,
you keep positive people around you. So,
you
like,
got to keep positive people around you. If you're not positive, you can't you can't motivate others.
right.
So it's a lot of weight on the shoulder of a person who's positive around negativity. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that be the thing that a lot of people don't understand, man. Is like, even as far as music, you know what I'm saying? If you as the artist, if I send you a beat, it's like, okay, me personally, I'm waiting to see what you do with it. I shouldn't have to call you, hey man, like what we doing? What's the not? Like we should have be locked in already to where, hey, if I'm sending you this, like let's make it work. Let's figure out how we gonna push it afterwards to where we maximize whatever we getting from it.
So when you send me this beat, I'm gonna send you my email after the interview. I want you to send me the beat and I'm gonna send you a freestyle to the
Yeah,
beat. And then you tell me if you like where I'm going and then I'll build the song and write the song off of that.
for sure. I got you.
Have
I
you ever seen artists work like that?
Nope, and that's what I'm saying. But see, that's the type of rooms I need to be in, to where I start seeing how people really doing it. Because I heard about the whole plugging in and all of that. Like, so it's like
I
I
don't
haven't
punch
really,
in, man.
yeah, I haven't really sat in a studio with somebody and actually just watched them record.
We're gonna hook that up. We're gonna link up. I told you I'm doing South by Southwest. Me, you, your boy Manny. Man, we're gonna link up. I'm gonna bring drum. So Atlanta, Texas gonna link up in Compton.
Yeah,
We're gonna link up in South by Southwest. We're gonna do something big. We got to. You know why?
man, got to.
Because about time that happens, we should be a little bit bigger, right? We should
Right.
have more people too. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So we're gonna link in, and if you got artists or people that you know that you want to put in on this, or that you want me to interview, tap in, let me know.
For sure. Yeah, most definitely.
But this is the News You Can Use podcast. I'm right here with my boy D Class. And you know what, D Class, I'm gonna have you back. We're gonna do more podcasts. We're gonna do more interviews, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna link you in. Everybody who watching this, I want y'all to like and subscribe. D Class, tell them where to find you at on social media.
Yeah, man. Right now, I'm on Instagram. B Class 3 made it. That's really the only platform I'm on right now. I'm kind of getting into the whole, getting back into the internet stuff like that. So, soon I'll be everywhere else. So, once we come back with a project, then I definitely have more for you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So this is episode 13 on the Surfgod Show, the News You Can Use podcast. And I'm signing out. And we'll be
So,
back with some more bangers, man. And your boy will be back with me, man. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna do this again,
so
man.
we gonna lock in and take this to another level, man.
We got to. You know how it go.
So.